Good morning and welcome. This is Pastor Lucy Painter with your daily insight. It has been an interesting week. We've been learning what is in a name. And yesterday we agreed before you participate in defaming somebody's good reputation or good name, it's important to get your facts straight because the damage done may not be undone. And so today I want us to focus on this. What if in your early life you never cared about a good name and you've already spoiled it? It's no longer good. Is there hope? Or do you just throw caution to the wind and continue saying, it's already not a good name, so why care? But I've come to tell you today that God is a God of grace. God is a God of second chance, and God is a faithful God. I have checked a few encounters that God had with certain people, and at a certain point he changed their names. He changed their names so that the new name may reflect his purpose on their lives. You find that Abram was Abram, but later on, as he continued to walk with God, God called him Abraham. Sarah's name was Sarai, and as they continued walking with God, God called her Sarah. And every new name that God gave them was a name that reflected the purpose that God had concerning their lives, or what he was about to do with their lives. And one of the greatest name change I focus on today is Jacob. Let's talk about Jacob. Jacob from birth, he was sneaky. He tried to come out first. And the Bible says he came out holding the heel of his brother Esau. And we find that the life that Jacob lived, he was ambitious. And there had been a prophecy. When his mom was pregnant, there was a lot of chaos going on in the womb, and she decided to seek God and seek God. What is going on? You know, at that time, Sarah had died, so Rebecca didn't have a mother-in-law who can at least give her advice. At the same time, she had moved so far away from her family. And the people that they lived among were the people that they were supposed to set themselves apart from. So there was no way she would have a relationship with the people around. So her only option was to seek God. Why is there this chaos happening in my womb? And God told her a secret. God told her, you know what? The younger one will rule over the elder. And God told her something else that is very important. You are carrying nations, not sons, nations. So Rebecca knew something is going to be unique concerning Jacob. And I don't know whether if Rebecca did not get involved when it was time for blessing, if Rebecca didn't get involved in tricking Isaac, whether God had his own way on how that would happen, I have no idea. We may never know. But we all know what happened. And we know that from there, Jacob got a new reputation. He's a con man. He conned his brother. He conned his dad. And he goes to Lahab, his uncle. And there he is. He gets conned. So something is happening. Something is following up his name. He gets conned. And he decides, okay, you want to con me out of my blessing? And we find that he also tricks even the flock to produce more of its kind that would be his own salary. And so his life is a life that has this kind of reputation. When we talk about Jacob, oh, Jacob, the one who conned his brother the inheritance. Oh, the one who lied to the dad and got a blessing. Oh, the one who was cheated out of 7 years of labor and was given the wrong wife. You know, that is the reputation that Jacob had. But we find that when Jacob was going back and he wrestled with the angel that night, when he was there the whole night, struggling with the angel and telling God, bless me, unless you bless me, I'm not letting you go. Apart from receiving the blessing, Jacob received a new name, and he was called Israel. Israel, the great nation. And so today I want to speak to somebody who is saying, okay, Pastor, I've been listening to what is in a name, and a good name is better. What do I do with my already bad name? I've come to tell you that there is hope. The Bible says that when we receive Christ, behold, the old man is gone. Behold, you are a new creature. There is a second chance to rebuild up a good name, to receive a new name from the Lord. So do not think it's the end. Jacob received a new name, and there are many others we can talk about that received a new name. Think of Paul. His name was Saul. He was known very well as the murderer. When he had an encounter with Jesus on his way to Damascus, he was no longer called Saul the murderer. He was called Paul. And we talk about Apostle Paul today. And I know even in real life, there are people who would say, oh, the old me was not good, but now look at the new me. This is what I am. This is who I have become. So as long as you are breathing, as long as you are alive, it is not too late to pursue a good name, which is better than wealth. May God bless you. This is Pastor Lucy Painter with your daily insights. Shalom.